So this one we are handling the
Recording in progress.
so this one we are handling reading the data, right? While you read the data, so we are getting the issue because of when you read the file from the SFTP server, it is showing error that maximum size allowed some limit is there, right? So that limit there is a Oracle website I have shown yesterday. So based on that only we need to build the integrations. So if you look at this one, so this is the one of the website. This contains all the service limits for the OIC. Service limits for the OIC. So now what we will do? So instead of reading the file, instead of reading the file, we will download the file to stage location. Instead of reading the file, we will download the file to stage location. Stage is the temporary location. Stage is the temporary location which will save the which will locate the files into one directory. Stage is the temporary location which will locate the files into one of the directory. So this directory physically we cannot access. This directory physically we cannot access. So only in assumption we will create the files into stage. So this is the way the stage temporary location will work. So that means whenever the instance accessing there, then only this temporary location will we can able to access the files. So now what we are going to do, instead of reading the file, we will download the file to stage location. So reading the file, we are getting the issue, right? So reading the file, what is the issue it is coming? It is showing as maximum size limit is exceeded, some issue coming, right? So instead of that, we are downloading the file to stage location. So what I mean by stage is the temporary location. So which will locate the files into one of the directory OLC. Okay. So this directory physically we cannot access. Only in the assumption we will create the files into stage. So let's create the if we go here. So now what we will do in this, okay, so let's deactivate. Click here. So now what we are going to do, instead of reading the file, we are going to delete everything. Instead of reading the file, so we are going to download the file. Download the file to stage location. So from where we need to download the file, SAP SFTP or Oracle SFTP? From where we will download the file?
Oracle.
Go to Oracle SFTP. Download the file. So instead of read a file, we will take the download a file. So instead of read a file, we'll take the download a file. The input directory name, input directory name. So this is the input directory name. File name, download directory. So this download directory, you can give any name, it will work. So you can give any directory name. So that is the reason I told you that this is the stage location. Stage is the temporary location. So it will not be physically, that file system cannot be accessible in OIC. Okay. So now mention the file name, input directory name, and where you want to download, in which file location you want to download. So you mention the temp here. You can continue. Understand, guys? Navigation clear or not? So click on continue. Same like, guys, same like when you are downloading the file to stage, dynamically you want to get the file path, then we will use this mapper. So dynamically means the file we are now hard coding, right? So here in the download file input directory name, we are hard coding, right? So instead of hard code means directly we are mentioning the file path. So that is not correct approach. In the real time, what we will do, we are going to create one lookup. From the lookup, we are going to map this file directory. That time, this mapper will be useful. So lookup calling, that and all we'll discuss in the coming examples. So even file name also we are going to keep in the lookup. From there, we will map in the using the mapper. Since we are not using the lookup approach, we are directly giving the file directory and file name and this name, temporary name. Okay. So now what is the next step? So what is the next step we need to do? We have to, so we need to the download. Particular location. So directory name. Directory name, I can give any name. So at this moment, any question you can ask me. So directory name you can give any. Okay. So after you download the file, now we can send the file to file with the data to destination system in two ways. One is you want to, so since this is a large file, right? Since this is a large file, you want to split the data, split or chunks the data into multiple files and send to destination system. You want to split or chunks the data into multiple files and send to the destination system. This is one approach. Second is we can send complete data. We can send complete data with complete data in destination as single file. Both ways possible. So sometimes client will ask, okay, send the multiple files with the limitation is 2000 records. We have option 2000 records. We can split and send to the destination system. Or or you can send a single file to destination system. Both ways it is possible. First, I will show you how we can split or chunks the data into multiple files and send to destination system. Then I will show you this approach also. So in OIC, we have a concept called if you have a large file, very important is if you have a large file, we can change the your large file, we can change the okay, we have option if you are large file, we have option to use read file segments. So we have option called read file segments with chunks. We have a large file, we have option to the read file segments with chunks. So by using this read file segments with chunks option, we can split the file or we can chunks the file. Chunks means divide the data. So divide the data in how many records you want to divide. So we have a limitation in Gen 3. Gen 3, 2000 records. Gen 2, 200 records. If we have large file, we have option to use read file segments with chunks. So by using this read file segments with chunks, we can split the data into 2000 records we can chunk. And in Gen 2, we have 200 records we can chunks. Understand or not? Concept understand or not, guys? Okay. So now what we will do, we are going to use here. We are going to use can use the stage operation. So because the file is in the stage location, right? So you have option called stage file. Because our file is in the stage location here. So our file located in the stage. That is the reason I am using the stage file operation. So whichever the file has been downloaded, so that is the reason I want to use that file and chunks into multiple files and send to the destination system. Okay, click on stage file. So why we are using the stage file? Because our file is in the stage location. Stage means we have downloaded the file to temporary location. Stage read file segments. Stage read file segments. You can give any name, just will accept. So instead of read entire file, what we will do, read file in segments. Read file in segments. Read file in segments. So read file in segments. So you can use the file reference yes here 2000 records. So what is the file reference? So you can use the download file response. You will get the file. Nice. So use the sequential processing. I want to sequentially file will be generated. The file will be generated using the sequential processing. Okay, so use the read file segments. Every run 2000 records will be sent to the 2000 records will be sent and the 2000 records will be split. We can continue. Okay. So you upload the sample file here. You upload the sample file. Sample data item. So order ID should be mandatory. Click on continue. Finish. So now what it will do, it is a kind of looping, guys. So what will happen? It will, whatever the download the file, right? So what you need to do, you want to download 2000 records one run, 2000 records one run. So 2000 records as one file that I want to send to the destination system. Second 2000 records, it will create one file and send to the destination system. So like that it will happen. It will continue the loop. It is a kind of loop. First 2000 records and we are writing here. Second 2000 records we are writing here. So like that we are going to stay the whatever the downloaded the file. We are splitting the 2000 records and send to the right file directory. So where you want to write the file, that also we have discussed. So this is the right file directory. Okay. So now what you will do here, so you can use the write file operation. So you can use the SAP SFTP server. Write large file. Write large file. So write file operation. The output directory name. Output directory name. So this is the output directory name. File name pattern. So file name pattern, what you want to display is, so I would like to display the file name, order date, orders. I want to display like this. Orders data. SEQ means it is a keyword in OIC. Percentage SEQ, percentage SEQ means it is the keyword. So what it will happen? First 2000 record 1 data dot CSV. Second 2000 records orders 2 data dot CSV. Like that it will be generated. Percentage SEQ, percentage SEQ is the percentage SEQ, percentage is the keyword in the OIC that will generate the first file 1, second file 2, third file 3, like that it will be generated. Okay. So in this output directory, the file will be generated with this name, but SEQ will not be printed. In place of SEQ, it will print 1, 2, 3, like that it will be printed. You can continue. So output directory name and file name pattern. So this is the file name pattern. How the file should be generated in the destination system. So every 2000 records, it will write into one directory. The directory, the file should be like this: orders 1, the data.csv. Second 2000 records, orders 2, data.csv. Like that, the files will be generated in this location. So I will explain what is the purpose of this append to existing file. So in this requirement, I will tell you. In this, we can send the complete data in the destination as a single file. So that time I will explain about this approach. You can continue. So write file directory also we need to upload the sample file. Understand now, guys? Now what you do in the mapper? As usual, you know, right, how to map the so now you tell me, guys. Now you tell me, so where to map this columns data? So this column data, where we need to map? So read file segment switchings or download file? Download file response or read file segment switchings? So we need to take the data from read file segment with chunks or download file response. Anyone get it? So because we are splitting the data here, right? Read file segments with chunks, then we can take this one. Read response. So we are chunking the data here, right? We are dividing the data from here, right? That is the reason we are taking from here. So you can take the repeating loop. Order number 40. Order 80. 42. Order last 100. Contract name. Contract name. Eligibility. Orders plan. Limits. Independent. File number. One. Validate. Okay. So we are downloading the file to stage location. So from the stage, we are splitting into 2000 records, one run, and send the file to SFTP server here. So the file will be sent along with the data also will be sent. So that is the way we have designed the that is the way we have designed the integration. So any question you can ask me, guys. So very, very important is most of the times you will get the interview question how you can handle the large file data. Any questions, guys? So now what we will do, we are going to activate and test. We are going to activate and test. Run. So now in the destination system, let me open the WinSCP. Go to the SAP. Okay, so in this file, in this directory location, there is no files. So now what will happen? Run the integration. Run the integration.
నానా ఆరాధ్య ఇదిగో నువ్వు ఇట్లా ఏడిచెట్నాను రేపు నాని వాళ్ళ ఇంటికి వెళ్ళి తేడా
And now the file is downloaded into stage location. So refresh. It will come here. So because this is a large file, right? It will take some time to download the file to stage. So then what will happen here? Read file segments with chunks. This is important, right? So what will happen? First 2000 records, it will be captured from download file and write into SFTP server. So what is the first file name? Orders one data. Like that it will be created here. So it will take little time to come the files here. First run segment one. Segment one. Now segment one. It is taking the 2000 records. You will see the payload here also 2.59 MB. So the data will be captured. So you can see the complete the payload size is too large to be displayed here. Okay. So and it is writing into destination system. This is the first run, right? So this is the first run. So now like that, if you see segment one, right, you refresh, it will show the segment two like that. See segment two, segment three, segment four, segment five like that. Each run, it will generate the file. If you look at this one, now you will see the 5 or 6 files here. Order 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. So every file it will have a 2000 records. Understand or not, guys? No.
Yes, sir.
Okay. It will take some time because so since this is a large file, right? So it is taking time. So yeah, so when you will consider that this integration completed successfully, so there is a process successfully completed like that, that message will come. So that indicates the integration successfully completed.
ఎర్ర పట్టుకుంటే ఎర్ర కింద గట్టి అట్ట రేపు చురుకు దగ్గర అరే అరవని కూడా అరవలా
వాల్యూస్ ఏం అవ్వాల జస్ట్ ఫ్లాగ్స్ ఎనేబుల్ చేశారు అంతే.
ఇది టాస్క్ ఇచ్చేసి వస్తానే ఎవరిది
So that is the reason, guys, when you are talking with others, now put the mute.
Oh, no.
Whenever you go to a hall and see a staircase like this, don't make the stupid mistake of climbing it for fun. Because the moment you climb this staircase once, you'll need to spend half an hour just figuring it out. The construction of this staircase is designed so that when one side goes up, the opposite side drops down. So be extra careful. Whenever you downloaded a mod, I think that really about
Thirty-three seconds. 35 seconds. Now you'll see many files. Refresh. Hmm? 43 segments. 346 times it is taking the 2000 records and send to the right file directory. 48. So you will see the one message that processing successfully completed like that. After all the records, taking 2000 records to destination system, so it will show one message that processing successfully completed like that. That means all the data successfully sent to the destination system. So still it is running. See here. So the second option I will show you.